I'm here. I'm preparing to. Okay. So, welcome to the lesson. I will continue from where we ended. So, who was able to solve some of the questions? Enoch, were you able to solve any?
Yes, sir.
All or part?
Part.
Part.
Yes.
Did that it was difficult
Yes.
or you just couldn't finish solving?
Some of them I got upper. Some of them.
Okay. All right. Elsie. Hello, Elsie.
Say,
Yes, update. Were you able to solve
I didn't
the questions? Were you able to solve them?
see some.
Okay, so there's some that were not solved. What of?
Please, I wasn't sure, so I didn't.
Okay, right. Ella. Hello, Ella. Hello. Why is she gone off?
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Ella. Yes, Ella.
Hello.
Were you able to solve? Yes. Were you able to solve?
Please, I didn't receive any questions.
Good. Okay, so then I suspect Ella is not on the class page. Ella, send me your WhatsApp number through the chat, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry. Hello, Tracy.
Okay.
All right. Tracy, how are you?
I'm fine, seeing you.
Very well. Tracy, you also couldn't solve you didn't get the question.
No, please.
All right. So you send me a WhatsApp message. I'll get you the question. Okay. So we'll try and solve a number of them. So that you go and deal with the remaining later. All right. So I'll randomly select the questions so that you try to. Who's calling? Is it one of you? No moment, let me just pick. I don't know who's calling. Probably one of you is struggling. Moment. Hello? Hello? Hello, Ella. Hello, Ella.
Yes, sir.
So Ella, you be my prompt, okay? When you hear me do hello, kindly respond for me. Is that okay?
Okay.
I do so to be sure I'm being heard. But if no one responds, I understand. Someone would think the other person will respond and like that. At least someone would respond for me. So Ella will be responding for me so that I know.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Okay. So the questions were these are past questions. So my expectation is so I pick one of them. We had something like 8a squared minus 18a plus 9. Enoch. Hello, Enoch. Hello, Enoch.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Enoch, you need to be prompt to. I get lost. You are not following, or your data is off. All right. Welcome, Vanessa. Ibrahim, welcome. Hello, Ibrahim. Hello, Ibrahim. Ibrahim, you need to unmute yourself, okay?
Hello.
Good. Ibrahim, hope you are well.
Hello.
Ibrahim, hope you are well. Okay, right. So, Enoch, help us solve the question on the board. What's our first step?
Okay. You find two numbers when which added will give you 18.
We don't have 18. I don't have 18 on my board. What do you have?
18A.
No, okay, not 18. You have
18A.
negative 18. Negative 18.
Negative 18A.
Mhm. So,
Yes.
with respect to the numbers, it can be
Those two
negative
numbers.
8. That's okay.
Okay.
And then those two
And those
numbers.
numbers are negative 6. Yes.
So, please come
And they
again
are
with
negative
the
6 and
condition.
negative.
Come again with the condition. Two numbers, which when added,
Give you negative 18.
and then when multiplied.
Say it.
So, those two numbers, when you multiply, they should also give you. You are satisfying two conditions. Before then, what is your first step when you see a question like this? What is your first step?
You factorize them out.
Okay, fine, but you first need to multiply this by that. You've forgotten about that?
Yes.
Yes, so you need that. So 8 times 9 is what's 8 times 9? It's 72, okay? You people, because you are done with BC, you've thrown away all your multiplication table. It's not fair. So 8, 9 is 72, right? So come again, what are the numbers you are looking for and what are the conditions they are supposed to satisfy? Hello, Enoch, are you with us? Are you here? Sorry. Hello, Enoch. Okay, hello, Ella, can you help us?
Okay. The expression is 8a squared minus 18a plus 9.
Hmm.
You multiply the coefficients of a squared by the constant.
Okay, so 8
That's it.
is the coefficient, 9 is the constant.
That will give you 8 times 9, which is 72.
All right.
Then you find two numbers which are factors of 72,
Hmm.
which were added or subtracted. It will give you negative 18.
Okay. What are they? What are those two numbers?
Those 6.
Come on, you said the numbers are. Hello, Ella. What are the numbers? Okay, like I can see you've written it's negative 12 and negative 6, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ella, I think your network is not stable. So use those, use those two numbers to split the 18. Okay. Ella, can you hear? Can you continue?
Then you group like
Okay, so I think Ella, your line is not good.
after
Hello, Ella.
splitting
So I can hardly hear you.
it 8a squared minus 12a bracket minus.
What are you here? Yeah, okay, so I think the connectivity is poor for mine. All right, so if you can see my screen, 8 and 4, the common factor, 8 and 12, sorry, the common factor is 4. And then a squared and e, the common factor is a. So you factorize out a, 4a, you're left with 2 minus 2a minus 3. Then when you pick 6a and 9, the common factor is 3. So you're left with 2a minus 3. So the bracket has the same contents. So those outside the brackets, you put them together, 4a minus 3, and you pick one of the brackets, 2a minus 3. And that's the answer. Okay, Ella, your line keeps breaking, so you type a response. That's fine. This is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Okay. Ibrahim, guess you are following.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so remind me to send you the link for the videos we've recorded, okay?
Okay, sir.
Great. All right, so we go on to the next question. I want to use the first hour to touch on the questions. Then we'll introduce something that's new. Okay. We also had let me go to the very next one. We have 12 minus 7x plus x squared. Tracy. Hello, Tracy. Please unmute yourself. Hello, Tracy. Okay, Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa.
Hello, sir.
Yes. So kindly help us solve this.
So, first we have to find the factors of 12, which when multiplied will give us 12, and when added would give us -7.
Okay, so the question is, let me see, is rearranged, but the concept is the same. So don't get confused anywhere. If you also are afraid you get confused, you can rearrange it as x squared minus so it's x squared minus 7x plus 12. Okay, so Vanessa, let's go.
So, please, the factor of 12 would be -3 and -4.
-3 and -4. Okay, so -3 plus -4 is -7. And -3 times -4 is +12, right?
Yes, please. So our next equation is x squared minus 4x minus 3x plus 12.
Okay. Please continue.
So we factorize or group them to get x into bracket x minus 4.
Okay, so you are dealing with this pair and that pair, right?
Yes, please.
So x into bracket,
X minus 4
x minus 4
minus 3 into bracket x minus 4.
Okay.
So we group them basically and we get x minus 3, x minus 4.
So those outside the bracket, this and that in one bracket, x minus 3, and then x minus 4 over there. Right. So that's correct. Please, does anybody have any challenge that we deal with?
No, sir.
Okay, right. Thanks for the response. I guess that was Ibrahim, right?
Yes, sir.
So Ibrahim, let's try the next question. So I'll write a question for you. So we have 2x squared minus 21xy minus 50y squared. Where does it look familiar? Hello, Ibrahim.
Hello, sir.
Yes, we have an idea on this one. So regularly, what would be your first step? What would be your first step? Okay, let me open up to those who are. Okay, yes, listening.
I'll multiply the coefficient of the x squared
Uh-huh.
and the coefficient of the y squared.
Okay,
And then to see down the coefficient of the xy, I'll look for factors of the product of the coefficient of x squared and y squared, which when added will give me the coefficient of xy.
okay. So you do 2 times negative 50, right?
Yes, sir.
That's negative 100.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what are the factors of negative 100, which when added will give us negative 21?
Negative 25 and positive 4.
Negative 25 and positive 4. Okay. So negative 25 plus 4 is negative 21. And negative
Yes.
25 times 4 is negative 100, right? Okay, so
Yes.
help me write the next equation with those two factors.
So 2x squared minus 25xy plus 4xy minus 50y squared.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
next step.
So we are going to group the 2x squared and the 25xy in one bracket, and then the 4xy minus 50y squared.
Okay, so we deal with this pair and we deal with that pair. All right, so let's do the
Yes.
factorization.
So from the first bracket, x is common.
Okay,
So x out,
X out,
2x minus 25y
25y,
plus the second bracket, 2 is common. So 2 out.
2
Sorry,
out,
2 is and y is common.
2 is common and
So
y is common. Good.
yeah, so 2y out, 2x minus 25y.
Okay,
So we have two similar brackets here. So we'll group the x plus 2y in one bracket and then the 2x minus 25y in another bracket.
okay, all right, great. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. You're welcome.
Tracy, are you back? Tracy, is it clear? Hello? Tracy, hope you can hear me. Hello, Enoch, is it clear? Hello, Enoch,
Yes, sir.
is it clear?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you clearly. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right, thank you. Okay, so we pick another question. We have 3 a squared b squared plus 13 ab minus 30. 3 squared b squared plus 13 ab minus 30. Okay. Hello, Elsie. Hello, Elsie. Hello. Oh, lost it. Okay, Enoch, can you try this one? Hello, Enoch.
Yes.
Can you try this one?
I didn't do it.
Come again.
I didn't try that one.
Okay, you didn't try this one. Okay, right. Okay. No, but I would love that you try it. Okay, you don't have to dodge it. So it's the same
Okay.
principle. Is that okay? So let's go by the steps. You realize that it's going to end up so. So what's your regular first step?
You multiply the first one by the last one.
So you multiply the first by the last one. The 3 of the 3 squared b
Yeah.
squared by the minus 30. And what do you get? 3 times 30 is
Minus 90.
minus 90.
Minus 90.
Good. Now you want two numbers. Help us. You want two numbers that will do what?
Which, when multiplied, will give you the minus 30.
No, it will give us the minus 90, right?
The minus 90. And when added, will give you the
Will give us
minus 30.
no. So when added, it's supposed to give us the middle one. Is that okay?
13.
13.
Yes, 13.
And then when multiply, it's going to give us the minus 90. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Any thoughts of such numbers? So you need to consider numbers or factors of 90. Numbers when multiplied will give us 90. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So 3 times 30 is 90, right?
Yeah.
But is it possible to have 13 from 3 and 90? Even if one is positive and the other is negative, no. Because we want to talk about
Yeah.
30 and 3. 30 minus 3 is 27. 30 plus 3 is 33. So it's not the
Yeah.
pair. So give us another pair
Yeah.
that can give us 90 and at the same time give us 13. Any other thoughts?
Mm.
Hello? Any other thoughts?
Let me see.
Okay, please. Does anybody have the pair of numbers that can help us get that answer? 13.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ibrahim, help us. Yes, which numbers?
18 and negative 5.
18 and negative 5. All right, 18 times 5 is 90, right?
Yes.
Okay, then 18 plus negative 5 is 13.
Yes.
Okay, great, thanks. Okay, Enoch. Hello, Enoch. Hello.
Yes,
So Enoch, I think we've gotten the numbers, so let's use them.
yes.
18 and negative 5, yes, sir. So let's write the next equation.
Okay. So, 3 equals
3a squared b squared,
plus
mhm,
18
18
plus 18 AB.
18AB, right?
Yes.
Yes, please continue. Okay, please continue.
Minus 5.
5AB. Looks like the line is getting bad. Minus 30.
Minus 5.
Okay. So the next step.
Into one bracket is into this
We
one
deal with
bracket.
this and deal with that. Okay, so what is common for 3A squared B squared plus 18AB? What's common? Hello, what's common?
E.
I hear 8.
E.
A, right?
AB.
Okay, A, what about the numbers 3 and 18?
AB.
Yeah, before then, what about 3 and
Yeah.
18? And what's common? Which number can divide 3 and at the same time divide 18?
6.
No.
6.
3 can be divided by 6. So. But then 3 can divide 3, right? Hello, Enoch. Hello. Enoch, your voice sounds very far. So your common factors for the numbers 3 and 18 is 3. And then for the variables, the letters, like you said, it is A, B. So you can factorize this out. Now what will be left? Very enough. Very enough. Look, it seems the line isn't stable. Okay, Ella.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I can hardly hear Enoch. So help us. Let's continue from this point. So we have factorized out
Okay.
3A. So what's left?
AB plus 6.
AB plus 6. So that 3AB times AB, or AB will be 3A squared B squared. And 3AB times 6 will be 18AB. All right, yes. What about the next pair?
Minus 5, bracket open.
Mhm.
AB plus 6.
AB plus 6. Technically, what is here has to repeat itself on the other side. Okay, let's finalize. What's the last step?
Bracket open, 3AB minus 5. Bracket
3A
close.
minus 5.
Bracket open, AB plus 6.
AB plus 6. All right. Enoch, are you with us? Enoch, the line is gone. Can't hear anything. Okay, class, please, is there a question?
Yes, sir.
Are you right? Okay, Enoch, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, right. So when you see the variables many like this one, no cause for alarm. A squared, B squared. You are going through the same processes. Is that okay? So the sight of those other extra variables shouldn't scare you. Now, I know that's why many of you didn't solve some of the questions. No, it's the same principle that is at work. The same principle at work. So you shouldn't. 'Shy away from that. Okay, I'll pick a last one in that order. Okay, so we have 2a squared, 2a squared, b squared plus abc minus 28c squared. As for this one, I want each and every one of you to solve it. So solve and send me your answer. Solve and send me your answer. So I'm waiting for your answer. Start with. Okay, I have seen this. Again, it's reading everything. Please can I do? Hello. Hello. Please, can anybody hear? Hello. Hello. Vanessa, can you hear me?
Sir Peter, I can hear you, but your line is speaking a lot.
Yes. Let's see if I have to speak. Okay, so I would attempt to solve. So our first step would be like by 8. By 8. That would be 6. Now the coefficient here is 1. We want two numbers which one multiply. Give us 6. Then when added, give us 1. There's any thoughts in here? You can send it as a chart. Okay, that's it. Yes, what are the two numbers? When you multiply, you get 1, you add, you get 1. So 7 and 8, right? 7, 8. But we are supposed to get negative 56. Okay, Ella has said 8 and negative. We are supposed to get negative 56 because the 28 is times 2. So negative 56. The numbers that you are going to get are not just 7, 7 and negative 7. The 8 plus negative 7 is 41. So you use that one to split the numbers. So you have 2a squared b squared plus 8a minus 7 minus 28c squared. So that's our first step. Now we try to deal with them in first, this, and then that. We have 2a squared b squared and 8ab c. So 2 is common, a is common, b is common. When you have this factorized out, you have ab left for the first term. And the second term, in terms of the numbers, you have 4 because 4 times 3 is 8. I have factorized AB out already, so you have only C left here. That's the first half. Then you proceed. You have minus 7ABC minus 28C squared. So the common factor for the numbers is minus 7. Then let's look at the letters. It's only C that is common. So C here. And when you factorize 7C out, you have AB left plus 4C. Now I realize that AB plus 4C is same. So those outside the brackets, you create one for them. And those inside the bracket too, you create one for them. I guess that's the answer.
Yes, please.
Okay, right. Now, the other kinds of questions, my time is up for solving questions. It's 8-7. The other kinds of questions involve the difference of two squares. But my little check shows that some of the questions you didn't solve them right, or you didn't even attempt because you didn't see which kind they were. So let me pick one or two of that and move on. So you had x squared minus 5x all squared minus 36. Now there's a difference of 2 squared, or 2 squared, sorry. The difference of 2 squared says that it should be the first number squared minus the second number squared, period. So the first number is A, second number is B. If you put this in the same manner, all of this is the A squared. And 36 is the second term. So you know that it is A minus B, A plus B. That's how to write the difference of 2 squares. So if you are using that concept, then the first term is x squared minus 5x. That is the A minus B. Now B is 6 because it is 6, 36. So this is the first term. That is the A minus B. All of this is A, and then the 6 is B. Then you create, I've used the square bracket because we have used the curved bracket already. I just want some differentiation. You can use a bigger curved bracket though, but then the square bracket differentiates much better. So you have x squared minus 5x as the A. So this is it. Then the B plus 6. So the first term and the second term, that is the answer. That's simple. So is there any question on this one? Okay,
Nope.
so no response. All right, thank you. Okay. So let's try this. Probably our last. We have 3a minus b squared plus 14a minus b minus 5. Okay. So let's try this. Start work. I'll give you 5 minutes. Deliberate and write your answer. Start work. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
I was talking and I had not unmuted myself. Okay, so I've seen the comments and the responses. So let me attempt to do the solution. So this, do you agree that this is a quadratic trinomial? So who agrees with me that it's a quadratic trinomial?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Is that Vanessa?
Yes, please.
Okay, Ella too says yes. So it's a quadratic trinomial. Let me show you why. Now let's do this. Let's A minus B be equal to M. Okay, so let's rewrite the equation. It becomes 3M squared plus 14M minus 5. Isn't that a quadratic trinomial? Yes, it is. Okay, it is quadratic trinomial. 3M squared plus 14M minus 5. That's a quadratic trinomial. Now, if that is a quadratic trinomial, we can choose to solve with the M as it is. When we are done, wherever we see M, we go and put A minus B in a bracket. Is that okay? Hello, Vanessa.
Hello, sir.
Can you help us solve this one, the one with the M?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's do that.
So the factors 3 times -5, -15,
Negative 15.
and the factors of -15 now give us +14 is 15 and -1.
Okay, 15 and -1, huh? So yes, rewrite the next equation.
3m squared plus 15m minus m minus 5.
Okay,
So
please
yeah,
continue.
we are factorizing to give us 3m all in brackets m plus 5
So 3M, M plus 5.
minus m
Minus
minus 1. So
1 into bracket
m plus 5.
M plus 5. Okay, so our first bracket will contain
3m minus 1
3M minus 1. And our next bracket,
m plus 5.
M plus 5. Did you agree with her solution? Enoch, do you agree with her? Ibrahim, do you agree with her? Ella, do you agree with her? Elsie, do you agree with her?
Yes.
Enoch, do you agree? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hello? Enoch, do you say no or hello? Hello, Enoch.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
Yes, please.
Okay, right. Okay. Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa.
Hello, sir.
So you remember we
Hello,
said
sir.
M is equal to A minus B, right?
Yes, please.
Good. So here we go. But M is equal to A minus B. Therefore, and now let's rewrite the factorized form again with the M is equal to A minus B. What would it be?
A minus B minus 1, 3.
So this
All
3
in
into bracket.
A minus B, close bracket, minus 1. Bracket,
So we close the square bracket. We open another one.
A minus B, all in bracket,
Mhm.
plus 5.
That's 5. Okay. That's all. But I guess it makes sense.
Yes, please.
So, although it had some, did I say, extensions, it's not anything to feel it's not easy to do. It's very, very easy to do. Okay, so let me pick a last one. Let me put the last one. I'm looking at one that would go in line with our. Okay, so I think will not let me there. A moment. Okay, I think that's what I was looking out for has been solved. Okay. So let's do this last one, then we would move on. Okay, so let's try this. Let's try this. Okay. We have a minute more. A minute more. Okay, so the question is a difference of two squares. Okay, you have a first term and you have a second term. The first term you can find a perfect square of. Second term too, you can find a perfect square of. There's a difference of two squares. Now, the x minus m, if you don't want to get confused, let a is equal to x minus m. That's it. So you have 1000 minus 81 a squared, period. Now, if it's the difference of two squares, then you have to find the square root of this first term, the square root of the second term. Square root of 10,000 is 100 minus square root of 81a squared is minus 9a. Minus 9a. Now, because you are factorizing, there will be two brackets. The first one can be 100 minus 9a. The second one, 100 plus 9a. Please, are you together?
Yes, please.
Okay, so at this point, yes. Hello, was that Enoch?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now, wherever you see the a, you bring in your x minus m. So the first bracket will be something like this. 100 minus 9 into bracket x minus m That's for the first bracket. Second is the plus 100 plus 90 bracket x minus m. So these are the two brackets, and that is the final statement. Okay, please, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, we move on to the other aspect that we didn't talk about. We have the method of grouping. In the method of grouping, we give you 4 terms, and then you group them to suit how you can easily factorize out. How you can easily factorize out. For example, if I give you mx minus ma plus nx minus na. Now, as it is written, they are already in a perfect grouping. So mx and m minus minus ma. That's this one. Hello, Enoch. Hello,
Sir.
Enoch. What's
Yes,
the
sir.
common factor for the one I have underlined?
M.
So m.
Yes.
And what is left?
X minus A.
X minus a plus, what about this pair?
N.
What is common? N,
N. Bracket
uh,
open. X minus A.
x minus a. Okay, right. So continue, huh? What do you do at this point? You're factorizing, huh? Yeah, Enoch,
It's a factor.
sorry.
Factor.
Okay, so those outside, you put them in one bracket, right? And then you pick a copy or one of those that is represented in the bracket. So this plus that, and then the x minus a, which is already common, would also come. All right, so all of you solve this for me. Let's all try our hands on this. Okay. So 5ab minus 5b plus 3ac plus 5c. Okay, right. So let's solve this by the method of grouping. You send your answer through the chat. You have a minute more, please. Kindly send your answers. Hello, Elsie. Hello, Elsie.
Sir.
Okay, right. So help us solve this.
Sir, please. You group please. I did 3AB plus 3AC minus 5B plus 5C.
Okay, like this, Please continue. Elsie. Hello. You are muted, please. Hello, Elsie. Oh, hello, Vanessa. Hello.
Hello, sir.
I think Elsie isn't coming on, so kindly finish up for us. What will be the next thing to do after this grouping?
Factorization of the factorization.
Okay.
So it will become between 3AB and 3AC. The common factors are 3A. So 3A will be outside, in open brackets, B plus C
Okay.
minus 5, open bracket, B minus C.
B minus T. Okay. So it means there's an error somewhere, right? So it's supposed to be B plus C and B plus C. Can you identify the error? It's supposed to be 3AC minus 5C. Okay. 3AC minus 5C. Yeah, okay. So this will become plus, right? Okay. Just trying to be the correct. And what's the final step?
You group them, so it becomes 3A minus 5 all in one bracket.
3A minus 5. And then
B plus C.
B plus C. Okay, right. So you see that the common factor, the grouping method is more like the quadratic which you have made for, and then you are solving. Is that okay? The key thing is to be able to arrange them in the order that you want, and then you follow up from there. Then there's also the common factorization. For example, I give you 10A squared B plus 16B squared C. This one, it is not quadratic. Neither is it difference of two squares or grouping method. It's just common factorization. It's common factorization. Okay. Hello, Ella. Hello, Ella.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. 10 and 16, what is the common factor?
2.
2. Okay, right. Then a squared, b, and then b squared c. What is the common?
B.
B. All right. So what will be left for the first term?
5a square
5a squared,
plus 8bc.
8bc.
B.
Okay, right. So that's common factorization. What you need is to know what factor is common to all of them, and then factorize that out. And that is it. So another example, you have 6x cubed plus 2x power 4 plus 4x power 5. So yes, let's try our hands on it. I want to see everybody's answer. We'll be ending soon, okay? So please let's round up good. I want to see each person's answer. So send your answer. Okay, so I have your answers. Okay. So you have 6, 2, and 4. The common factor for this is 2. Then we have x cubed, x power 4, x power 5. We are looking at which of them each term can get if you factorize it out. So the highest is x cubed. So for 2x cubed, you have 3 left plus 2x power 4. You factorize out 2x cubed, you have only x left because x times 2x cubed is 2x power 4 plus you factorize off 2 from the 4, you will left with 2. Factorize off 3, you will left with 2. So 2x cubed times 3 is 3x cubed, then 2x power 4, then 4x power 5. And that's the answer. Okay, so let me check. Ella? Okay. Hello, is it clear?
Yes, please.
Okay, right. So we would want to pause here. I'll give you an assignment on each of these 4 areas: the difference of 2 squares, the quadratic trinomials, the method of grouping, and then this one, this common factorization. I'll send an assignment. All right, so Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays will be the core maths. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be elective maths. So those being elective maths, tomorrow, 7 p.m., you'll be meeting the tutor. I guess that's fine.
Yes, please.
Okay, the way the class
Yes,
is quiet,
sir.
I'm afraid. Enoch. Enoch.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. He just wanted to make sure you are also available. So God willing, tomorrow will be elective maths. So we'll pause here. I'll send the video link to the page tomorrow, God willing. If I don't, just give me a promise. Yeah,
Okay.
okay. All right. Have a nice evening. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.